Okay, with that, we'll call the Town of Somerville Planning Commission for January 22nd, 2024 to order. The first order of business, the approval of minutes from the meeting on December 18th, 2023. Are there any changes that need to be made to those as they were sent out? Hearing none, we'll accept them as published. Next is the public hearings. First is a petition by Robert Norman and Cynthia Till Thomas to annex TMS number 136-07-02-005 located at 1223 Central Avenue, totaling approximately 2 acres, currently zoned R1, single family residential in Dorchester County, will be zoned NB, neighborhood business, upon annexation in the town of Somerville's municipal limits, Council District 1. Is there anyone that would like to speak to this? Seeing no one rise to the occasion, we'll close that public hearing and move on to the second. Request to rezone TMS number 137-1409-043, located at 114 Sasportus Lane, totaling approximately 0.766 acres, owned by Mary and Raymond Von Dolan, from GR2 General Residential 2 units per acre to GR5 General Residential 5 units per acre. It's in Council District 3. Is there anyone that wants to speak to this? Seeing no. That's yours?
So you are the petitioners?
Yes.
Okay.
Petitioners. Okay. I think your petition said you just wanted to be the same zoning as your neighbors, is that? Okay, with that, I'll close the public hearing. See no old business on the agenda. Have some new street names.
We do. We actually have more than the one on the agenda. We had a couple more come in since the agenda was set, but the first one is for Somerville Commons, which is an apartment complex off Berlin G. Myers at East 9th North Street. And the two options, it's only one street name needed, but the two options are Element Way or Element Grove Boulevard.
I make a motion for Element Way.
Seconded.
Took a look at that. There's nothing wide over there to be a boulevard. It's like someone's little tiny thing. Boulevard is 4 lanes of traffic, median with trees. There'd be no houses over there if you did that. So if you're looking for a boulevard, you'd be driving for years, but a way, a lane, a road, that'd be okay. So I go for Element Way.
All right.
All right, I have a motion and a second for Element Way. Is there any further comment? I'll call for the question. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? The ayes have it.
All right, the next one, it's actually two names needed. This is for the development on South Cedar Street. That's mixed use development that's been approved. Neither is actual street, but they're needed for addressing. They're both actually pedestrian only streets, but the first one is Bonaire Park, and we would add a suffix to that, but the name would be Bonaire Park Way or Court or something like that. And then the second name that's their top proposed name would be Bonaire Promenade Lane. So
Bonaire?
Bonaire, Bonaire, Bonaire.
I like Bonaire better.
You'd think they would have come up with another French term to go with it. You know,
So,
promenade.
so there,
So the Bonaire Park is the section that'll have basically condos along it, and it's a kind of open space park-like area. So that's why they want that one Bonaire Park, and then we'd probably add way at the end of it, just because it's, and then the Bonaire Promenade Lane is where the actual retail shops will be, and so it'll be a promenade. So that's why
Okay. So they need both of those.
they need both, yes, for addressing purposes.
I move to approve both.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those
Alright.
opposed, the ayes have it.
Thank you.
You won't find that.
No. And then the last one is another apartment complex that actually needs 5 street names. This is off of North Maple Street, in the Salisbury tract. The 5, there's only 5 that had no conflicts, so basically you would have to approve all 5 of them, but the 5 names are Cinnamon Teal, Trapper, Wren House, Farmstead, and Silver Maple.
Second one was what?
Trapper, like Trapper. Yes, Trapper.
Trapper Lane.
Versus cinnamon peel.
Versus Cinnamon Teal.
Lemon twist and orange something.
Well, Cinnamon Teal is a duck, actually.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion?
Motion for all of them.
Second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, like sign. Ayes have it.
That's all I have for street
all you
names.
Oh, that's a bunch.
That's more than we've had in a while, yes.
Okay, so next order of business is a petition by Robert Norman and Cynthia Till Thomas to annex TMS number 13607020005 located at 1223 Central Avenue, totaling approximately 2 acres, currently zoned R1, single family residential in Dorchester County, will be zoned NB neighborhood business upon annexation into the town of Somerville municipal limits in Council District 1. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
So Jesse, this is this to the right of 1225?
Yes,
Yes.
well, on the map, yes.
But-
So,
Adjacent to it on the left and across the street are already zoned the same.
correct.
Yeah.
So the one that just got rezoned a few months ago was actually 1227. 1225 was done a couple years ago. And so now 1223 is asking for the same zoning that the others received.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. We have a request to rezone TMS number 13714090043 located at 114 Sasportus Lane, totaling approximately 0.766 acres, owned by Mary and Raymond Von Dolan from GR2 General Residential 2 units per acre to GR5 General Residential 5 units per acre. It's in Council District 3.
Make a motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Looking at the map, there's everything but one parcel next to that would be zoned the same way. It's a very nice street. Took a ride down there. Some really interesting style houses. I was kind of very surprised. I didn't know what, since you don't use that as a cut through or anything, you don't usually go that way. But there was the houses adjacent to you on your left were interesting.
Mary's been in that area all of her life.
Yeah. No, they look great. In fact, a couple of them, I think they should take the image and take a right down to Folly Beach and build a great cottage.
All
How do
right.
you pronounce it?
Sasportus, name for a person in the community.
Okay, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing else, I'll call for the question. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. And under miscellaneous, we have the election of a chairperson and a vice chairperson. Do I have any volunteers or nominations?
Nominate Jim as continue to be chairperson.
Second?
All right, I have a nomination and a second for myself. I will,
Who's missing for vice chair? Who was it last year, Jim?
Jim Bailey was last year.
Is it Jim?
Yeah, Jim was last year.
I'll look good on his resume, so I make a motion for Jim. Retain his position.
Yeah.
You're not here, you get.
A second.
All right. Also have a motion and a second, since he's not here to defend himself.
We should have done it to
Yeah,
Betty.
we can, I'll call for the question on both. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Carries.
Well, that's all I have. Thank you very much.
So-
And just remember, next month, again, we'll be on the fourth Monday because of the holiday for President's Day.
And start looking for those of us that need training, start looking for training
training.
class.
And we will send it out as soon as we have any.
All right. Yeah, then I will entertain,
Adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Have another meeting.
All right, all in favor?
I think I'm going to tell Mary that we came close to nominating her for chair, so
Oh.
she wasn't here. I mean,
Oh, that's happened.
Patty?